As Brandon mentioned at the top of the show, the regular season schedule is releasing tonight. But we do know of a couple, marquee matchups, and we also know of the rankings of the strength of schedule for a few teams. So I want to list a couple teams, right? Some who are at the top with the toughest, schedules and whatnot, but then also a couple teams that find themselves in the middle of the pack, which will lead me kind of into the question I have for you guys. So at the top, with the toughest schedule of the, of the next season, we got the Eagles. Number 2
I'll take it. I'll take it, baby.
Yeah, I know, right? She likes to hear that. But tied at number 3, right? Giants, Patriots, and Cowboys. So you guys are
top 3 toughest?
Yeah.
How the hell did that happen?
Right. Yeah, I know. Because I thought like the best teams are supposed to have the toughest schedules, right? I mean, the Eagles are up there, but on that note, 15, 16, and 17. So right in the middle of the pack. 49ers, Chiefs, and Bengals.
How the hell does that happen?
Exactly.
The Chiefs won the Super Bowl.
Those were my same thoughts. So I wanted to ask you guys, who has the easiest road to the Super Bowl?
The NFL scripted. Wow. You can't tell me otherwise.
That's the question.
How do we have a tougher schedule than the Chiefs? They're fresh off of a Super Bowl.
Right.
They're not even in the top 3.
See, you're already losing. Y'all already losing.
No, it's not it's not even that. That doesn't even make any sense. You're fresh off of a Super Bowl. Right. You have the Eagles in the top 3. Makes sense. Mm-hmm. The Chiefs aren't even in the top 3. How are you middle of the pack?
My thought is maybe
none of this stuff matters. See, this is the problem. See, y'all get caught up in this stuff, and the games haven't even camp hasn't even started, and you guys are worrying about this. Like, I think it is cool. Like what we do when the schedule's released. All right, when you're in the locker room, what you do is you look at like, okay, where are you going to be and when? Like I'm looking at, do I got Buffalo? I'm playing for the Miami Dolphins. Are we playing Buffalo in December in Miami or in Buffalo, right? Are we playing the Chicago Bears in Chicago in October or January? That's the stuff that we're looking at. But all this other stuff doesn't even matter. And then the first thing you're looking at is how many primetime games you have, right? I think it's like a rule where the maximum number of primetime games you can have is 5 or 6, right? But like that's kind of like what happens on the player's side when these schedules are released. Who are we playing and where? Because the weather matters. Like nobody wants to be in Buffalo in December. It's brutal, or even Chicago. And when am I playing Thursday night football, Sunday night football, Monday night football? That matters, okay? And because that's when determines when you really going to get saucy. All right, let me go to my little shoe creator and have him spice me up some shoes there. Or if you had a deal.
It's not the point, Brandon. This is not, I hear what you're saying, but this is not the point.
Okay, talk to me.
Strength of schedule is supposed to be based on last season. I'm not asking for the Cowboys to get a cakewalk. I simply want to know how the hell the reigning Super Bowl champions have a middle of the pack schedule, but I got to deal with top 3 toughest. It doesn't make any sense. I feel like I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I feel like the schedule makers don't like the Cowboys. I'm going to put it out there because y'all are consistently setting us up to fail. And once is an accident, twice maybe is an accident, but this is too coincidental. I feel like the script is written against us. The jig is up. I'm on to you guys, and it's bull. It doesn't make any sense. How does that make sense? How are the Eagles here, who lost the Super Bowl, but the Chiefs who won the Super Bowl are all the way down here? What are the guidelines for that? Somebody please explain that to me.
But why don't y'all have the mindset? This is why I said y'all already losing. Why can't you have the mindset and say, you know what? I don't care about the schedule.
I do care about the schedule.
It don't matter who y'all put in front of us. No. We're going to run through them.
It's not even about that. I want to know what the logic behind it is. How does that make any sense? The Eagles are here, lost the Super Bowl, which I understand. They were in the biggest game of the year. They reached the mountaintop, or almost the mountaintop. They're here. The Chiefs freaking hoisted the Lombardi, and they're here. And the Cowboys.
But because you also got to look at it.
Listen,
because think about it.
I'm not buying.
Like, think about it. Like
the script. It's a script.
The Eagles. Who are they playing against? The Giants got better.
It's the division. You guys.
It's division. It's division. That's really all it is.
If we're being honest,
right? Like anybody could be anybody in that division.
Because you know who's at 6 and 7 in toughest strength to schedule are the Jets and the Bills, right? So we talk about how good the AFC East is going to be this year. We talk about how good the NFC East is. All of those teams make up the top 7 toughest schedules. if we're being honest.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what it comes down to, really. The Chiefs, their division, who do they have in their division?
And also, it rotates.
Give me Roger Goodell's number.
I haven't played.
I know you have it in your phone.
I got it.
Call him on the phone right now. I want to talk to him. Because
some more non-conference
I'm not. Call him on the phone right now. I want to talk to him.
Non-conference games, that's it. Yeah.
Listen, but no, so here's what happens is, right, like, it's not like, oh, you won a Super Bowl and you should have the toughest schedule. It's not like that. It's, hey, your non-conference and non-division, how do I say? I forgot so much football. Your
division
conference matchups rotate, right? So the Chiefs, whether they won the Super Bowl or not, they were going to play those divisions regardless. So that's how this shapes out. It has nothing to do with that. Did you follow me there?
Yeah, I did. 100%. I followed you. I hear you. I want you to still call Roger Goodell.
Hey, well, let's look at some of the matchups we do know of, though. We got a nice little graphic for you guys with some of the marquee matchups, again, that we know of at this moment in time. We got the Dolphins and Chiefs. They're playing in London, week 9. Dolphins versus Jets, week 12. That's the Black Friday game that will air, I believe, on Amazon Prime. And then you got Giants versus Eagles. That's Christmas Day. And then you got Bengals versus Chiefs New Year's Eve. And we also just learned that
another great graphic.
Yeah.
Giants versus Eagles, Christmas gag.
We also learned we got a week 1 matchup, Bills at Jets. That should be a good one too, September 11th. That's going to be the first Monday night football.
It's going to be a good game.
Yeah, the first Monday night football matchup. So
season opener?
Yep. Well, season opener.
No, what's the season opener this year?
That's their season.
The Lions and Chiefs is the season opener. Lions and Chiefs. Lions at Chiefs.
The Detroit Lions?
The Detroit Lions, yes. They're a promising team.
Clip this, JP.
The Detroit Lions and the Chiefs are the season opener.
You sure?
Yeah, I mean that's what I've been.
Can we fact check that?
Yeah, we might have to check.
It's on the website.
Yeah, that's what I've been told. Yeah.
I'm with Ashley here, yo.
That's what it's telling me.
What?
The internet is telling me. Yeah. But we got a good Monday night football matchup. Bills Jets. That's cool, right?
No,
that's the real opener.
Let's dial back for a
It's
second.
after the entire weekend.
Who made that call?
Roger, you need to call Roger.
Why wouldn't we get a rematch of Eagles Chiefs to open the season? How the hell did the Lions get in there?
I don't know.
Why would you go Eagles Chiefs?
Why wouldn't you do a rematch of the Super Bowl to start the season?
That would be cool. We do have that matchup somewhere in the season. We don't know of the date yet, but yeah. Yeah, Lions and Chiefs to start it off with.
Of all the teams in the NFL, you picked the Detroit Lions to start the season off? That's like...